What's up, guys? It's John at National Sports Entertainment, and the title is not at all inaccurate. I wanted to go into how, again, in just a month, we have been able to easily clobber Vegas, as well as just make good money metrics decisions, good money management decisions. And there's a lot of new people that are watching, so maybe you've seen like 2 videos and you don't understand exactly what we're about. Yes, we are about exposing the narratives, and we're at about a 50 to 60% hit rate, nothing crazy. We do better with some sports than others. But the important thing is we use disciplined bankroll management and we use good money management. We play good metrics and things of that nature. I made this video for anybody that has not been watching, or they've been watching but they have not watched the playlist. I specifically made this playlist, and the reason I made this playlist is because you'll be able to see I do them all ahead of time in live time, and you can see again college basketball. This is when we first got started too, because we got shut down. But college basketball, people don't love them, but you can see Mavericks Knicks was our very first video since returning after me explaining what happened to our channel, the prior video. But Mavericks Knicks is all live playlist, and you can see everything in live time. So you can see our very first game. Spurs Thunder was the same night, and there you go, Mavs cover Knicks. So literally every one of these picks can be traced to my playlist. So how are we up 60 plus units? Well, the reason we're up 60 plus units, I'm going to show you. And yes, this is going to be a very boring, monotonous video, but it's also going to prove how it's easy to make 50 plus units. So again, if you want to listen for 10 minutes about numbers and metrics on how you can guaranteed make 50 plus units, how we've been doing it since September. We were shut down then. We were over 200 units of 50x in a month. Then bear with me and I'm going to go into it. Plus, it's been recommended by so many people because I think they just don't understand the system. Here's the system. We played the Spurs cover the Thunder for a unit. They did not. So then I played Mississippi State, Alabama over for a leg 2. I played 2 units, we won, and we profited 1 unit. We played the Mavs to cover the Knicks. They did not. It was a push. So we played it again for 1 unit, and we won a unit. Same thing with the Raptors. Loss. Got Oklahoma State. That was a win. That was a college basketball one. Raptors Clippers. We won that on the first one. Every one of these is a +1 unit gain. And again, you can see all of these I go into in live time. These are all the college basketball picks. Cowboys, Texans. And I do this, I put the playlist, I put the video out, I tell people what leg to go, I tell people the increments, and I understand, again, college basketball might not be as enticing as the NFL here, where we're, a bunch of people. But the thing is, my channel is, again, it's about exposing the narratives, but at the same time, it's about profiting. So, the reason we've been able to profit is we play so many plays and they're high metric ones. So just scrolling down, I won't bore you guys, but you can see we've played over 100 games, a ton of sequences, and every W is a unit gained. Now, what happens when we lose a bunch in a row, right? Because if we lose leg 2, now we got to bet 4 units just to get 1. So we want a leg 3 here with the Raptors covering the Suns. And let's go down to our first 3-legged loss. And you'll see we have a couple outstanding, like Texas covers Washington. So we need to make that a leg 2. And that's how I've been doing it all season. But I'm just showing you guys this because you can verify every one of these picks by watching the playlist. So yeah, it's a little timely, but it's proof of a 50x. So nobody can make that claim, and that's the reason, I can proudly make it. Now, you can see it's been a long time since we had a 3-leg loss. Why do we go so long without them? It's because we play great metrics. But they're going to happen. So here's one. Tulsa covers SMU. We need a leg 3 for that one. And our first 3-leg loss looks to be right here. I picked Toledo and West Michigan to go under. They did not. We lost 7 units because we lost leg 1, which is a unit, leg 2, which is 2 units, and we lost leg 3, which is 4. And you can see they kind of come in spurts. We lost another 3-legger, right, just 2 sequences later. That's 14 units lost, okay? Sounds bad, right? Well, Let's just look at the few games before and after. Warriors, start with Warriors, cover Hawks. Win, 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 win. Then we got those 2 losses. The win between 5. Win with the Sixers is 6 wins. Magic's is 7 wins. That already negates one of our 3-leg losses. Let's go some more. Mississippi State, Western Michigan, win, win. Louisville, 1. Minnesota, win. Win, win, win. My point is we're easily going to win 7 sequences before we lose a 3-legger. We've been doing it consistently, and we're going to lose 3-leggers. But what happens if, say, after San Francisco, New York over, Mary Mac, San Francisco, New York over did not hit? Let's say we decided to do a leg 4. Well, now we're betting 8 units, and now we're betting a total of 15 units on one sequence. Have I done it before? Yes. But this is what makes the system different. We don't just perpetually double up. So you can see we've had 3-leg losses. But what matters is we are getting wins on high metric games, and it's way more than enough to negate the 3-leg losses. So this is literally every single play we've played. Okay. Here's some more. I'm going into every single play we've played. Just so people could, if you want to play it in slow motion, there are other channels that literally stalk this channel just so they can look at a reason to say things about the channel, and they can't. They can't say anything about the playlist. The channels that have said stuff about us actually admitted the system works. They just say things about like me in general, which is fine. But my point is, this video is highly, highly important because it's the only way I can show people this is undisputed proof, and this is, again, a playlist that I did these all ahead of time. So we're pretty far in, but not that much. We have a lot more plays. Here's an example of a leg 4 loss. I took the Bucks to cover the Cowboys because I thought they would. They were getting plus odds. So I only lost 13 units there. But again, it was because I could afford to do so. Again, you can see with all of the sequences closed right before and after that, we made that 13 back incredibly fast, probably within 1 day, maybe 2. So you keep scrolling, and it's the same exact method. Kansas City covers Jacksonville. We missed that one, 7 units. Then again, just all the sequences we closed. As you can see, the few open sequences we have, they're leg 1s. We have very few headed to a leg 3 because we closed most of them. And again, it's the amount of games we're playing. Now, people can say, oh, well, I can't play that many games. Yes, you can. You can play. There's the people that are doing the most successful are the ones tailing me in every game because what they're doing, and just to show you guys, these are all in my notes too, because I put them in my notes and then I put them on the videos. People will bet $1 for their first unit, and they'll do that. And those are the people that are successful because they're able to play every single game. So as you can see, all of these games, there isn't one game that was in there that was not in a video. In the past, on the old channel, when there was so much demand, sometimes in my Discord I'll put a live play or two that I'm not able to get into a video. But literally every single pick we've made is in these videos, all hundreds of them. And the reason I do it that way is so people can see the video, see the pick, see me put my money where my mouth is, and then see where we're at. So as you can see, we've closed 64 units. We've netted 64, I should say. And we have some open sequences. And like I said, let's just say Grizzlies Kings, that missed. Let's say we leg 3 that tomorrow and lose. Well, we're still plus 57 units. Let's say we leg 3 the Wolves Rockets and that one loses, because I'm going to be negative and say we just lose both our leg 3s. We're still at 50 units. So my point is, it's about being disciplined. A lot of people do parlays, and that's where they mess up. A lot of people do chasing 5-6 legs deep, and that's where they mess up. A lot of people don't play the metrics that are really smart. If you notice, a lot of my leg 3s, especially the ones that hit, and leg 2s even, they're college basketball. Because Tulsa came through a lot for us this year. Merrimack has, UConn has, Louisville has, Navy has, because they're teams that are defying history with their against the spreads. I'll go into my against the spread metric as well. That's just another part of it. But I just wanted to show everybody. Today, for example, we went 3-5, yet we profited 2 units because we hit the right ones. We hit our leg 3 Blazers or leg 3 NC Central. That's not a coincidence. We're choosing them as leg 3s because they're the best odds, in my opinion. They're my favorite plays. And we hit college basketball leg 3s at about like a 70 to 80% rate. We do good with the NBA too. And even with the NFL, even when we do, like yesterday, we split 50-50, but we wound up doing good because we leg 3'd the Niners. But my point is, this is the best way I could show people that are constantly asking, what do I mean by a leg? How much units should I do here? It's 1 unit, 2 units, 4 units close. It's that simple. And we trust the long-term metrics. I don't watch these games. Do you think I have time to watch all these games? I certainly don't. But the reason I am able to is because able to make these plays is because I just know it's like a crypto or a stock. If you understand how it works, you know if you watch it over a 3-day period, it could be great, it could be ugly. If you watch it over a 300-day period and you know what you're doing, it's probably going to be pretty. So I'm hoping people watch this. I know it's numbers, it's kind of boring. It's just me going over things we did and played. But for the people that are new, I implore you to watch these videos, watch the old ones, because you'll see in order us making all of these picks. These include live picks. By the way, I didn't even include for our profits this comeback here, where we predicted this comeback. I personally got 8-1 odds, I think it was, on 1 unit. So I made 8 units off of this comeback live. A lot of people in the Discord did. And since I put the video out, a lot of people did. So, again, I wonder why Vegas shut us down, right? But the point is, I didn't even count that into what we've made. I'm only counting the others because I understand not everyone was able to play that Jacksonville live game. Or maybe not everyone pulled the trigger. But you can see just even going low, 64 units netted in a month. That is a 64x. And, I wish I could say, it sounds ridiculous. You see videos like this all the time. And the difference is we actually proved it beforehand. And there's a reason I methodically and systematically did that. So if people just, want to start tailing, like I said, we have a bunch tailing us here in the Discord. We have a bunch tailing us on the channel. But you got to do it the proper way. If you want to be sitting where I am and where we are. If you want to do it your own way, that's fine. I get it. A lot of people just like to do parlays, big games. I personally just stick to boring, conservative, proven metrics, and I am able to cut off a loss, and that's why discipline is so, so important. So, again, not the most fun video, but I think it was very, very necessary just so people can see this isn't something that we're doing after the fact. We are explaining beforehand, and we are hitting all of our metrics, and we are currently up 64 units in a month, and I think we'll be up 100 by the Super Bowl, which I've maintained for a while now. In general, we're about 300 units up because I'm not going to discount back in September when they shut us down. We've been doing this since longer than for anyone new, we've been doing this way longer than the 24th of December or 27th of December. We started on the 24th of September. And again, we were up hundreds of units. They shut us down, and we came back stronger than ever, and we're going to keep doing it. So everyone following, tailing, everyone with the questions, I hope this answers them. I can't explain the system any better than this, unless you want like a private call or something. But this is the best way I can explain it, and it's a perfect night. We went 3-5. Yeah, we profited 2 units, closed our leg 3s. 64 plus is where we stand, and again, it's all backed. So, I mean, you might say, yeah, right, 60x, come on, too good to be true. Well, watch the playlist. If you watch the playlist, you'll see, wow, these picks were all made in advance. This is exactly how it went, and it was a 64x. So, I mean, that's what I say to the people that see a couple videos and might think it's too good to be true. It's not. There's a reason we were shut down. I'm not saying anything's guaranteed, but when it's been this many months, we've had thousands of plays in general. And for a month, we've had hundreds of plays. And the fact that we're up so big, even after strings of 3-leg losses, 3-leg Bam, Bills 3-leg, Kansas City 3-leg, This was a few in a row. We're still up so big because of how simple the system is. So I won't belabor it. I just hope people pay attention, because imagine if 1,000 people did exactly this and did $100 a unit. We can even do 10, but $100 a unit, 1,000 people, and 64 units, that's a lot of money. So again, that could be a reason we were shut down. To put in perspective, if one person did $10 units at 64, they made $640. So if 10 did that, they made $6,400. If 100 did that, they made $64,000. And if 1,000 did that, which is, we had 1,000 on the last channel, that's over $500,000 at $10 a unit. Most are playing way more than that. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you see these handicappers who, even if they hit at a particular rate, you're not gonna beat Vegas hitting 55% because of the juice. That's another reason we made this system. So everyone that's been tailing, awesome job. We're gonna keep killing it, and I do appreciate everyone that has the questions. But yeah, there's not much more I can go into. I just looked. So Youngstown State, Milwaukee, Green Bay under. That was a loss. What we're going to do is make a leg 2 out of that for a good college game. Blazers cover Sixers, same thing. And like I said, I think we have between 7 or 8 hanging chads, which means just open sequences from a long time ago, because you have to imagine we're playing new games as we're closing old ones. But we have so little open sequences. That's always great, because obviously you want to close them as quick as possible. So this is the best way I could show everybody, is literally every single pick in live time. And the playlist, obviously, you can watch that. You could selectively watch it, or you could just watch, again, everyone. I know it's a lot of time. But if you want to watch everyone and even just skim, just to make sure these picks all line up, I like to be the most transparent person out there. And the reason I am transparent is because I trust so much in my system, and it's been proven. So I hope this helps people that can now start making their own wagers and things of that nature without maybe not completely understanding why this system works the way it does. So take care, everybody, and happy earnings.